Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. Good morning. Welcome back, guys. It's 6th of July. Yesterday, we could not have a stream. I was just, probably just, you won't believe. I mean, just simply watching this dump. I mean, this was like a 5 waves I posted in the chart ideas as well. I don't know. Somehow I felt that this was like a diagonal forming and it's going to reject and probably go down like this. But I was literally looking for the breakdown as we lost the 19.7 yesterday. And somehow, I mean, I sleep. I was like, oh shit, I missed my shorts. I will just wait for patiently tomorrow as for half a build up. And as I got up in the morning and I saw that everybody got squeezed up. I mean, literally everybody was like, oh my God, what happened to us? So a kind of a moment it was. And yep. So what are we going to expect today, guys? Well, I'll talk about it. Talk about it. Don't. I'm just waiting for, just let's wait for a few minutes maybe for more people to come, and probably then we should, go full live. So guys, how's things, and how are we holding up? How's everyone doing? Technically it is bearish. LMO. Ooh. I'll discuss about it. I am alone. BTC was bearish once we break the 27 points. But this is how I just want to be an aggressive over here, because I'm gonna show you something. I think the risk reward is amazing. So match up. So basically, it's like my entry is of course at 19,000. So I'm being very aggressive with the 19,600 stop loss, and looking targeting around 21.5 levels for a move up on the BTC. Risk reward is like 4R. Amazing risk reward. In my opinion, so I'm just gonna risk, $500 on this. So for today, um, so let's go to the chart, guys. So this is our Bitcoin chart, and before we just go into the hard time frame, the hard time frame, expectation is still same. That I want to get this sweep here, and I want this sweep. And once we get this sweep here, maybe towards max 15.5 levels, in my opinion, 16.8 to 17K levels should hold. But 15.5 is the max levels I'm eyeing, in my opinion, probably, as I already discussed on the quarterly analysis for the Bitcoin, guys. But this is what I'm looking for, that I just want to get this sweep and then probably look for a big move on the upside towards 29 and maybe 31.5 levels. Okay, that's what I'm eyeing on the for the Bitcoin, on I would say for the month of July, August, something like this. Now, on the lower term time frame, the things are still not settled yet. Why? Because a lot of things that we know about it, that this can be A, B, and C. Now, this A, B, C can be like just like a big A over here, and we just got a small triangle here, A, B, C. This pump was our D. Yesterday we got our dump was E, so that may be the B, and we are just doing for a big C towards 23,000 or 24,000 bucks. Can even go to $23,500 level. So there is a possibility that we just till we are holding the levels of 19,700 and 18. I think we are really good. Basically, these levels you want to see that we are holding up. So till we are holding up and we are above these levels, I think we are really good in my opinion, and the chart looks really on the lower term time frame, it looks bullish in my opinion. So till we are above these levels, now we have some resistances on the upside, which we need to break up. So the way we are rejecting over and above from 20,700, it's a very big resistance that we have around 20,000, these levels, 20,800 levels. I think this is a very big resistance that we have it here. So you need to break this resistance in order to just have a continuation on the upside. Well, also the good thing is we took the Monday highs. We just sweep up the Monday highs. So if we don't flip the Monday highs, probably from the 20,400, I think this is going to be the short opportunity. Maybe then it is going to be something like this, in my opinion. So we're gonna sweep then the Monday lows, in my opinion. So I'm just going to take. I'm literally aggressive with the longs over here. So yeah, basically, I'm at these levels eyeing BTC at least on the upside. So what are the scenarios I'm looking for here, guys, from the Lloyd Web theory perspective? So what I'm thinking is, that this whole structure that we got, okay, it's like A, B, C, D, E, a very small, like A, the pump was B, this was our C, this pump was D, and we got our C, E over here, and this A, B, C, D, E was your B actually, just in case, and this move was your wave one. So this is your wave one, and we are going to do most likely A, B, and C. So A, B, and C should do something like this: A, B, C, come back down, retest, accumulate here, and then go for a push up like this. So this is how I see, like, forming a very nice flag kind of a structure, something like this. So maybe if I think I will take profits around 20,400, 20,360, if you don't break it in an instant. So this can be a small scalp actually, for a 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hour, depends. But this is practically, for now I'm eyeing these levels, so basically, till we are above, in my opinion, till we are above this white line that is like 19,700 bucks, um I think, we are very bullish, in my opinion. You don't have any reason to be bearish at these levels. 19,700, like previous all-time highs, holding up very nicely, though we are having some small of a distribution happening over here, but I think it's on the lower some time frame, it can be bullish. Now the bullish count over here is, if this is the counter really accurate and perfect, that this was a triangle formation is a B, then guys, just pack your bags, because we are going to literally 22,500 and even gonna sweep this high to 23,000 bucks. And I'm not kidding over here. So that these are the levels you should be, looking or eyeing for a Bitcoin, in my opinion, guys. So you just don't want to miss this move, in my opinion. And the risk reward is amazing. Now, it can just this can be the wave two, and probably the bottom might be in, and we just have the continuation on the upside like this. Squeeze up, come back down, flip these levels of Monday highs as a strong support. People will be looking for a retest, but we never give a retest, and just keeps on pushing up like this. 5 waves are finished, and has a nice start, and then dump. So that's how probably you can see, first of all, the Bitcoin might do something like this, in my opinion. Now the second scenario is also a bullish one, but it's not kind of a bullish one. So practically, let's say this is not A, B, C, D, E triangle formation. So let me just save it so that we can angle ABC. Yeah. So this is my first scenario where the triangle is playing out, and this probably makes it very important for Bitcoin that we are holding the levels of 19.7 on the horizontal time frame. A week is fine. A week can go to 19,500, but that's fine. But overall, I would like to see not a single closure under this now. Just looking for a hold up and move on the squeeze up to the upside. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm eyeing on the lower time frame. Now, so that was our first scenario, that this is like an A, B, C, D, E or something. The second scenario that I have is, let's say this is not the triangle kind of a thing. Okay, we don't have any sort of a triangle. And what it is on the lower time frame is, this move down was your A. Now we are doing B. So B would be, A, B, C, and then probably looking for a downwards towards 18,000 to maybe 17,900 bucks, but somewhere around to the levels of 22222 towards these levels, 17,967. So practically, what it means that essentially that, yeah, even if we got a B, we need to squeeze up to the levels of 21k. So we have this move on the upside practically towards the levels of 786 Fibonacci levels, somewhere around 21,450. That is where then probably we will decide whether we want to keep our longs, or we just want to take profits and run, or we should be looking for shorts. At that point, we will be deciding, what we want to do. But at least if you really want to look at from the FIBS perspective, I think the 786 makes more and more sense. But then good for an extension as well. I don't mind even if it goes for an extension, full-fledged extension to 886. But I think 786 makes more and more sense. 21,200 or these level is a very big resistance. So I just want to, probably we can just squeeze up and move up. But the problem is the discount. What this move up was a diagonal. What kind of a diagonal would that be, in my opinion? Because if we are doing wave B over here, we already had a squeeze up, that was our A. The move down was our B. Why B? We already have A, B, C. So this was a B. So if we are saying that this is B, then it should be 5 waves. So basically A, B, and C. So C is always 5 waves. Now, we already had a diagonal here. I mean, the wave one itself was very, very big. So it's very hard to digest that, the wave three should be very small, shallow. So it can do something like this, but wave three, I mean, wave 3 is gonna pierce this. So wave 3 should go, in my opinion, somewhere around 21,500, and just gonna look like this maybe for the wave 5, and maybe dump like this as well towards 18k. So if we are, this is then going to be a big ABC in my opinion. And then the things turns out to be that this was your big A, here B, and then you're looking for C up to the levels of 23,000 24,000 bucks. But let's say, but the only problem is the diagonal actually. The diagonal is a very, very, very big A actually. A very big A, it's a very big A. So, that's like, I mean, this is something. This is really something. I'm just confused a bit actually. This is like a small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it doing? I mean, this can be A, B, and C in my opinion. Why? Because this move already up is like A, and this move down was B. So this has to be C naturally. So in my opinion, or if this is like a triangle, then this was a D, this was our E, and this is just wave 1. And we are in the wave 2, or wave 2 is in, and we're just going to have push up to 23,000 bucks till we are above 19,700. So the less bullish count is this. The 21,500 is going to reject, and then we're going to dump. This is the less bullish count. Now the worst case scenario, bearish count. So these are the two bullish counts I already discussed. Okay, now let's talk about the what do you say, the bearish count. So let me just bullish scenario 2. Yeah, let me just hands. So that's our less bullish count. First was the mega bullish count toward the pump towards 23,000. And the second one was, the less bullish count. That's 21,500, 21,200, and 21,500. Reject and dump. That was the second count. Now the bearish count is here. So the bearish count, in my opinion, probably, I think, I don't see why it is bearish, but the only bearish count I see at these levels on the Hartham time frame is from the waves perspective, that this dump, what we saw here, is our wave 1. So practically this is like a wave 1 and or something, wave 1 or something. But yes, or it is like a, I think it is like a wave 1 itself. So let's say this is wave 1, and this diagonal was A, the move down was B, and the up what we saw was our C, which means this was our wave 2. And if we do reject 20,365 again, so then it is going to dump and probably just sweep the lows like this, and may go for a big wave 3 and 4 and 5, finishing the move down towards $16,000 level. So practically this is going to be the worst case scenario, that we just go for a wave 3 like this, sweep up the lows, pump up and down. So that's how the 5-wave structure, in my opinion, looks like. But if this is like a bearish, probably, and this is more and more bearish, which also means that this move down was just your big wave 1, and this is your wave 2 here. This is going to be your big wave 3, a small push, retest probably towards 70,000, and one more wave down towards 15,500 bucks. So that's gonna be a big count that you can imagine on the Bitcoin actually. So the red one is the big count, and the yellow one is the smaller one. I'm just gonna make it minuscule. Okay, then it's gonna better. So I think for this bearish count to play, the invalidation level is very clear. These are going to be the invalidation levels. 21,000 invalidated. So this scenario is going to get invalidated once we break 21k. The bearish count is going to invalidate for now, which means that every thing what we are watching for Bitcoin, that the only the two bullish count is going to play out, then either 21,500 and dump to 18K and then pump to 24K, or it just keep on pumping to 23,000 from here itself. And that's the only two counts then it's gonna left. No bear count on the for at least a few days. But yes, I can say with certainty that the dump and probably the squeeze of these is going to happen at some point. So that is going to happen. That's what I think for the BTC at the moment. Most likely, I do think that there is a possibility that very high likely in my opinion that the second scenario plays out. I don't like this red one, honestly. I don't like this bearish count. This is not my biasness or something, but honestly from the theory perspective, it's too is something that um I fail to understand that these kind of a bearish count, because I fail to understand that your wave one was so deep. Actually, no, I fail to understand that it's so deep. Normally, the wave one is not that deep. Actually, wave one is very shallow. People failed. People won't even know that it is wave one, and they just keep on longing, and they get wrecked actually. And wave three don't give you a big. Wave two don't give you a big bounce like this. No, wave four or wave B normally gives you such kind of sort of a bounce. So I think if this is like a wave B over here, like a big, this box, what I'm drawing, this is like a big B over here we are forming. So practically my second scenario goes, bullish scenario 2 over here. I think this makes more and more reasonable and logical in my opinion. So I think the 21,500 to 21,200 level makes more sense for a B to form and then probably dump for a wave C towards 18K levels. That's where it makes more and more reasonable for us to long, in my opinion. So I think this scenario makes more and more viable. You just don't want to give everything in one go to everyone. Probably just don't give them 24,000 or 23,000 levels in a one single go. Probably just make them a FOMO here, take or create a big liquidity pool again, dump further, wrecked everyone, create a big liquidity pool again, pump it to 23,000, again create a big liquidity pool here, and then dump. So you're going to see a very nasty moves, in my opinion. And why do I see that at this point I'm not expecting BTC to sweep these lows? Why? USD dominance is bearish. So as I mentioned yesterday, this what do you say? This harmonic, it indicates that USD dominance needs to go to 7.11%. Till it don't go these levels, we can't say that this is the USD dominance is bottomed. It needs to go there. I don't expect USD dominance to pump from here, but I expect USD dominance to go to 7.11. And hence, what I see is USD dominance is most likely going to follow this plan, in my opinion. The bearish, probably something like this. What I see so far, a small push is likely, and then probably dump like this. Just keep on dumping, and this is how the ABC on the USD dominance gets over. You see, this is like A, B, and then it's gonna be C, 5 waves down. So once the C is done, you can expect a big bounce and probably towards 8.69, 8.8, towards that BTC goes to 18K levels, probably, something like this. And from there, we further down like this one, USD dominance, or it just keeps on pumping, and makes new highs. So basically, for shorts, I think I would like to play shorts when USD dominance goes to the levels of 7.11%. I think that makes it a very, very interesting levels for me, in my opinion. So I'm not interested in shorts at these levels. Yeah, even if you want to scalp, you can go for a scalp. I don't mind, but I'm not interested in shorts. On the for swings actually. For swings, I'm not interested with the kind of a stop loss it's going to be. It's like I'm building a liquidity over here. I need if I put stop loss, it's like very near to the stop loss, building a liquidity. So I just want to be probably what I would say is just gonna have patience for the short at the moment. I think I'm gonna activate my Ethereum short order around 1220 to 1248 again. I think that makes it more and more sense for Ethereum. That ETH is going to do something. It's in the channel. You see, it's in the channel. It's like A, B, or C. It's like a W, or maybe this is like A, B, C, or this was your C, and this was your wave 1, 2. This can be a nice short over here with a very tight stop loss, and probably these things rejects from here, and Ethereum just breaks down actually. But it's a very nice, thing that we are looking at the moment. But it's kind of a, for swings, I'm not taking any shots. For scalps, you can take it for sure, but I'm not playing the swings because BTC is looking great. So you want to see that BTC retesting the levels of Monday highs, and once we see that kind of a retest on the BTC, I think that would be a very very nice levels. Hold on, something is wrong. Cool. Um. Yes. So even if you look at the CME chart, guys, what did I mention yesterday that you want to see that CME closing above this levels of 21,300, because if we don't do that, then CME on the daily is going to form a bearish divergence. So the bullish divergence is going to negate with the bear divergence over here. So something like this. Why the divergence is the daily? It's not working or what? But look at something like this. If I want to, make you see that this was a bullish divergence over here, and now it's forming a bearish divergence. RSI is making higher highs and on the daily, but the price is still yet to make higher highs. So you just don't want RSI to get exhausted. I just want a continuation probably. And if it makes another bearish divergence, then probably 21,000, it's just 21,000. The sweep of this highs will be a rejection, and we don't make above the levels of 21,600. So as I mentioned, 21,200, 21,500 is going to be like a wave B, and then further down towards the levels of 18,000 bucks. So basically filling the whole big CME gap, in my opinion. Something like this. I think this plan, the scenario 2 makes more sense to me, in my opinion. If you ask me, I think this makes more sense. The worst case thing is, what if the B wave is in? So what if this B wave, what we are saying, that one more push up and then down, what if this B wave is in? But I would be very surprised if this is in. Why? Because for me, the B wave can only and only be in if you clearly see A, B, and C. Now I would say that this is irregular expanded flat on the lower term time frame only if this low would have swept these lows. That would mean that this is A, B, sorry. That would mean that this is A, B, and then this is C. That's fine. But we haven't swept these lows, which means that this C can't be so small actually. It has to minimum go to 786, that's like 21.2 levels minimum. So basically, I think you should be avoiding shorting for swings, and probably if you want to scalp shorting, it's up to you. You can do it, but most likely I would be looking for longs, even if we go to the levels of 19,600 bucks, a retest kind of a thing. So yeah. Even if you look at the total, guys, total also, I'm having this kind of a scenario that this dump was A and this is like a B in my opinion. So that's like this was move was a small move, was up was A, and this was your B wave here, and 1 2, and we're going for like C over here, and that's gonna be A, B, and then further move down for the wave C till here basically. So that's going to be this is how I see a big M pattern formation on the B total as well. A very nice pattern formation over here if you see on the high term time frame. 886, very nice, and 886 over here. Basically something like this makes more sense to me. But if you want a bullish, then this ABC is not. Then if you are bullish, then it's gonna sweep this highs, probably something like this. And once we sweep it, it would be mean that this is A, B, and this is C, and then we are going to make new lows like this. We're gonna sweep 2021 opens actually, and probably go to the levels as I mentioned for the wave 5 like this into $686 billion. So something like this is what I expect. The two scenarios over here also goes on the total. This is scenario 2 for ABC. The scenario 1 bullish scenario is we go to the levels of $1 trillion and dump. So these are the two scenarios I have. Well, this is what I have overall for everything, guys. And well, I'm just gonna for alts, I'm gonna patiently wait. For even Ethereum, I'm gonna patiently wait for now, and just gonna see how are we gonna move with the BTC. So I'm just gonna patiently wait for now for alts. But yes, I'm certainly looking on the hard term time frame. I think dollar index, the wave three, big wave three is in, guys, and that's a very very good news for the overall market. But it can have probably a small push towards 107, maybe 161 at extension on the daily. But let me tell you guys, I think I have a lot of reasons to believe that the wave three, the big wave three is in on the dollar index. And hence, what I've done is I have almost converted all my dollars, the physical cash I was having, to euros, actually, as I mentioned, because I think euro is going to outperform dollar in near future. Probably it can take 2 months, 3 months, or even 6 months, or euro might have a small dip to for like another 2% or 3%, but that's fine. But I think euro on the longer term, probably it's going to outperform dollar by almost 30-35%. So, and that's the reason I have converted all my dollars here. I think this makes more sense if you're converting in the yellow box. I think this makes more and more sense. If you look at it from the RSI perspective, the RSI is still making not higher highs, but the lower highs. And today, if we are closing like this, it is going to confirm that, yeah, RSI has made the lower highs and the big bearish divergence on the DXY has formed from these levels. So it's going to be very impressive in my opinion. So today close is going to be very, very important for the dollar index. If this RSI bearish divergence confirms, I think it's going to be very, very nice things for the market, which is going to market for July, August, as I mentioned over the live as well. July, August, I'm expecting a very nice move on the upside, even this quarter. So this is going to be our big wave three. I think I posted in my corner as well that I expect one more push up for the dollar index towards 14141, 161, one just inside the yellow box. And once you have this, you're gonna get the big wave four. Wave four can be the smaller one, or it can be like this wave four. Now, if let's say this is let's say this the top is in it. Let's say this is just like a wave 5, and if we do lose the levels, what levels are we talking about? If we lose these yellow box after on this dump and we flip this as a resistance, then I would say this is the top, and dollar is literally going to probably do something like this. So I think this makes more sense for me to convert my dollars into euro. I think these are the levels probably, or maybe you can look for some alternative investments into bonds, debentures, or maybe a risk asset like crypto. So I think these are the levels where people have to decide whether what they want to do. Probably they want to start, looking for investments in market, traditional market more, or they want to diversify the portfolio into the risk assets like crypto or gold, basically. But gold is really bearish in my opinion for on a lower time frame. So this is what I have for the dollar index. The dollar index, guys, is very near to the top, and actually the dollar index is very, very the wave three. One second, let me update. Wave three is can have one more push to there. However, this is zone where we leave euro USD. So the dollar index is here. Now, if we talk about the gold, guys, I was short on the gold as we lost this levels of 1877. It's a big resistance in my opinion. Now, what you want to see on the gold is so on the lower term time frame, guys. I'm not sure how many of you invest in the gold or maybe trade in the gold, but this is how I expect gold, because the structure is bearish. You see highs, lows, and the price did not make higher highs, but the lower highs. So once the price makes lower highs, you want to see that, or you see that it is gonna make lower lows, probably around 1649, and can go even to 1600 bucks. Worst case scenario, we can go to 1550. But still, even if we go to 1550, gold is gonna have the bullish count actually, because this is like wave one, two. This was your wave three, A, B, and C for the wave four, and you're gonna have push towards 2300 bucks. So I think whatever the dips you can get on the gold, I think it is going to be amazing. So if gold is bearish, I do think that it is really gonna be good sign for traditional market for a near future, maybe, because people would not want to go into gold when US dollar is almost at the top, looks topish, and so they don't want to buy gold probably, and what they want is to diversify their portfolio. Maybe they start building up positions in the stock markets, and or maybe they have safe havens like bonds, debentures, or savings interest, fixed deposits. So this kind of asset makes it more and more attractive at this point of time, because the interest rates are hiking. So 26 July is going to be very most decisive date. Why? Because again, the Fed is going to maybe we have FOMC, and probably I'm not sure if they're going to hike the rate, or they're going to think of lowering the rate, but the expectation is still zero point 0.5. But let's say if they literally decides to go for 0.75, then I think the 15k is something we're gonna get in. But if Fed decides to reduce the rate by to 25 pips, then just be ready for the market to pump. But I'm still not have a clarity of why they're gonna reduce the rate to 25 bips. It's like a expectation, but I don't know. I don't have a logical reasoning for why they will do it. But mostly, so 0.5 is what everybody expects. So I think it'll be priced in before we reach those levels, before we reach that date. So everything will be priced in at that point of time. So guys, gold is literally and is bearish. You can get a retest probably around 1805, maybe 1820, but those are the levels probably for you to maybe sell or cash off. The invalidation level of this move is if gold literally start flipping 1877, I will buy there, and probably I will just looking for more upside. My stop loss on the gold is currently at 1846. It is in profits because I'm playing with big margins, and the leverage as well. So this is what I'm eyeing for gold, guys. For USD dominance, I think we already checked. USD dominance is bearish. I'm expecting USD dominance, to probably go and to the 7.11%, and then only I will be expecting any push on the upside. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do think on the lower term time frame, BTC and crypto is bullish. I don't see from that the USD dominance is making a very very nice, now on the lower term time frame. This clearly tells me that we need to have that one more move down towards 7.11%, or in the worst case scenario like 7.09% if you go perfectly. So I do think that any retest you get of around for the Bitcoin, if you get any retest around 19.6 or 19.7, it's like a buy, you know. But this is what I expect, ladies and gentlemen, for the USD dominance is bearish as fuck. Hold on, let me update. USDT dominance expecting 7.09 for reverse. Till then, enjoy the pump. Cool. Now, gold, I think I'm not sure, but this is how I expect on the gold. So let me just update my corner as well. Gold expectation. Now, let's also talk about the S&P 500, SP5. So if you look at the S&P index on the daily, I think we are still looking great. But the good sign is if we are bullish, the yellow count is going to follow, and if you are bearish, the red count is going to follow. So right now it's still indecisive. I want to see how are we going to open today. I would not like to see the S&P 500 to probably break up the levels, or maybe even on the 4 hour chart. If you see, I don't want to see S&P 500 flipping this or turning this gap into a support. So I even if we do get an impulsive move on the upside, I think 3,800 79 to 3,880 should reject. And if we do reject this, this is going to be our wave one, A, B, and C up here for the wave two, something like this, and then turn down for the wave three lows, 4 and 5. And that's what I expect. And once we go here, I think S&P 500 should be looking for something like this, as I mentioned. So yeah, and then look for a big inverse head and shoulder A, B, and C. After this downside, guys, this downside practically on the daily, if you're watching, I think this downside is like a big A, B, and C, or a big W, X, and Y. I don't see W, X, Y, but more likely A, B, and C. Now, this A, B, and C can be just like a big, big, big A, and we're gonna have a relief bounce probably for the quarter three, and which will be somewhere around 4,400. Can even go for $4,700 as well for the wave B, but mostly wave B rejects the golden pocket zone. So I would say, the 4,300, 4,400 makes more sense. And then we go for $3,000 dump like this, a dump to 3,000, or maybe even, the levels that nobody can imagine, in my opinion, would be somewhere around these levels of 2,900 or so. No? Bearish like this. So quarter three pump, quarter four dump, something like this. And 2023 begins with a big blockbuster pump again, with a big relief, with a new bull run starts, because we are finishing the bear market right now. So 2023 would be good if we if he does something like this. So, or not 2023 beginning, but it can, it won't be going like this. No, it will go something like this. You have a small push for the wave one, accumulates for another 3-4 months, sideways, more accumulation. So in 2023, like June, July, maybe August, it just keeps on accumulating. People are gonna lose faith and hope in the market. They're gonna capitulate, and then it pumps like this. So this is how I would like to see a structure formation on the SP 500. But the bullish case is, what if this is like A, B, and C, and if this is like it is happening, then this is wave one, two, three, a deep wave four over here. And what if we just get one more push up towards like this for the wave five, and then we go for a big bear market? Then everybody thinks towards 2,500, or maybe even sweep up these lows to 2,100. So this would be very, very dangerous. So I do think then, guys, just buy the BTC around 15,500 to 17,000 bucks. I think even if for the spots, there are lower chances for a BTC to dump straight to 12k or even 11k. But there are high chances that BTC is going to hold these levels, form a small range, and pump to 29,000 to 31,500. Even that pumps can give you a very nice 80 to 90% gains, actually. uh, Hi, all. How are you? SHIB is going to pump on 18/21st of this month. That will be the signal of up moves. SHIB pump is always a downside movement. SHIB pumps is gonna be like that the market is gonna bleed very, very badly. Normally, this is what I see at the signal. Yeah, I think SHIB pump should come when BTC and everything has finished its pump. Then it's gonna be like, let's start building shorts. In my opinion, this is how I see. Uh, but it's overall, I do say the user dominance needs to go down, so no need to worry about it. BTC is going up, which is a good sign. The next level you need to just worry is the Monday highs. You want the Monday highs to flip and not turn as a resistance around 20,373. Huh. Rohit, the 13-14k COVID crash correction and the correction we are in now from 69k are the same correction percentage, 73% approx. Nice eye actually, Rohit. We are in the same correction like COVID crash, just a slow correction than that. Correct. SHIB is going to pump. Okay, I've already shown. Can you please check also? Yeah, we have checked it. If we sweep 15k, how high will BTC push to Tahir? No, it won't push to Tahir. It will push to 29,031.5. Minimum. I have already explained the quarterly. So let's go to the quarterly charts on the Bitcoin quarterly charts. I'm eating cashew almonds while doing this live because I need my brain to. Why is it taking a lot of time? Daily. So if you look at from the perspective of the quarterly, this is a 3 month chart. Well, this is what you get on the quarterly. Quarterly was very bearish, my friend. Very, very bearish. Hide, hide. Yep. They'll have some fibs, but that's fine. Let me hide. So everything is high almost this. Now let's go to the quarterly, guys. Well, this is quarterly. So you already got a big crash like of a dump, and even we got this dump over here in 2018. But in 2018, whenever we got this dump, the second quarter is going to be like a retest, and this is going to be like anywhere from 0.30 to 0.58, which is falls from 29,000 32,500. So I think 31.5 makes more and more and more sense. Anywhere in between 30 to 500 to 29,000, it will go anywhere in between. So but before we go up, we also saw that the price sweep the lows. So what you want to see is, okay, a small push up and the price sweep this lows to 15,500 and push up the price like this, reject if it's like a bear market, come back down again, accumulate, accumulate, accumulate for another quarter, accumulate, accumulate, then probably one more dip down like this, and and a big push up to literally a push towards like this to 46,000 bucks, and then probably come back down again if it is like a wave one, accumulate, and just come back to these levels, and it goes up like this then in 2024, 2025. So that's how the accumulation happens, if on the bigger time frame. So higher time frame, this is how the accumulation for like 3-4 quarters it happens, like the 2023 for BT. As I mentioned, I don't expect like a V-shaped recovery. I don't expect now. It's gonna be very 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 uh you know it's gonna be like, I would say, very slow kind of a recovery. But yes, I think that it's gonna be this quarter is gonna be amazing. You're gonna get 30K push on the BTC. I think this is going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it actually. So the on the quarter, this is how I expect October, November, my friend, inshallah. Please check my analysis and confirm at the start of the chat. Please check my analysis and confirm at the start of the chat. uh is an expanded flat pattern in HTF, please check. HTF, you mean the daily or what? Because what I see on the if you look at the weekly, I was also having an expanded flat, honestly. Now this can be an expanded flat. I do agree with you. I was also having an expanded flat. The only problem I see over here, the only let's check it out. I'm not gonna see this in the so-called. Now, if you want to say that BTC is an expanded flat, I would not like to keeping 1.38 levels. Practically 19,000 levels should hold, and which means that this should be the bottom. The wick what we saw should be the bottom for if this is expanded flat. But I don't see this is the bottom. Why? Because you got a big dump. You see, you got a big dump with a high volume. Now you want another dump with the low volume. That would be your confirmation that the temporary local bottom is in. The 1618 of the expanded flat is 10,500, which is the invalidation level of this expanded flat. But however, from the structure perspective, if we are saying that this is expanded flat, if we are saying that this is expanded flat, which means what we are saying is this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Something like this. What we are saying. practically, which means that we will not go deeper than 15,500. We should not go deeper than 15,500. You know, from this thing, actually we should not be going than 15,500. If we are going under 15,500 or even near to 13,000, 13,800 class, this is the bear market. You have to accept it. Even Ethereum have, so far the monthly has saved the bear market thing for BTC, because BTC did not close monthly under the previous all-time highs, which means that this is like another reason to believe that for another month, for the July, that we are still a lot of comfortable position for the bullishness. You know, comfortable position for the bullishness. So if you're doing a expanded flat, this is how you see expanded flat, in my opinion. But it's too overextended. 1.38 is too extended. Normally, I mean, it goes to 1236, and that's what I was playing actually. The 1236, the 28,000 bucks. 1236, you see, the 24,300 bucks. Sorry, the 23K long that I was expecting. Probably this is what I was playing, and it just lost the levels. 138 also is too extended actually. So still, I mean, it's very hard for me to believe that this is expanded, but yes, it can be expanded. I have to agree. Why? Because the structure so far, what we are watching here is a 535 structure, A, B, and C. Five waves, three waves, another five waves. So 15,500 max it can go in. But this is how I see. Maybe it can be a big inverse head and shoulder, but I think we are just gonna buy everything at 15,500. I'm gonna put all my portfolio of like whatever money I have in BTC. So already I'm having 30% portfolio in the BTC. So already, which I bought at 17,800. So I will buy anything near 16K and probably gonna hold it. Even if I want to be a bag holder, um, but I'm gonna hold it actually. That's what I believe. Just gonna buy. I think the probability of pump 30K makes is very high likely rather than a dump. Basically, this yellow line is going to be your bearish retest. But as we have seen on the low term time frame, you can get a pump like a squeeze towards 31,500, or it can even go to 32,500. A squeeze like this, as we have seen on the lower term time frame for BTC that we were watching on the M15. You see the M15 chart on the Bitcoin. Uh, yeah. So show you. That's what they want. Not. So let's say this whole pattern that we are watching, $54,000, 30,000, 59,000, and this is like a 15K levels for BTC. And you get a big squeeze pump like this. Now, what happens is this pump went too far, I know, but this is something you should be expecting, if you are literally gonna have this kind of a you pattern, because you understand that this is your neckline. The 30K is your neckline for the BTC, okay? So this 30K is your neckline. Now, if you are talking on the hard term time frame chart, here itself was my. So if you are talking for the BTC or even monthly, understand this neckline as your big level of resistance. This needs to be tested at some point. So what I expect is the quarter 3 would be amazing overall. At least 31,500. That should happen, but that should come after we take this lows and we form a bullish divergence on the weekly. How come that is going to happen? Like this. So this was our lows over here. Okay, these candle, and the price is going up. Now the price makes lows, but RSI don't make lows. Confirm that this is going to be some bullish divergence on the weekly and then probably you should be looking for a big pump, big pump. But expect something like this, guys, and you can expect a squeeze big up to probably even 48,000, just in a worst case scenario. That's going to be very, very bearish if we do this kind of a thing. It's going to be like a big ABC and a single wave B over here, and then further dump like this. Yeah, going to be very bearish in my opinion then at that point of time. So I don't want to see a big squeeze on the upside. Only squeeze to 31,500, a bearish retest, a deviation like this, go inside, accumulate more, wave to further and form an Adam and Eve kind of a pattern on the lower term time frame like this. Flip this as a resist support and then look for upside towards 49,000. That's what you would like to see, and I would like to see an Adam and Eve bottom formation on the BTC. So that's what I expect, and probably I know this all things to you might look like, what the fuck you're saying? We have not even formed Adam. So how can you say that it's going to form Eve? I know that, but I have seen in the past, and I'm saying based on my experience and the wavecon that I'm looking, this can be a clear ABC structure as well. So Adam and Eve can be ABC. Well, this is your small a, B, and then we're gonna have C probably, something like this. You know, something like this. So we get our scam pump to 30,000 bucks, 31,500. Max it can go to 32,500, and then probably we're gonna have Adam and Eve pattern formation. And the neckline, from the neckline, probably we might look for a pump towards 48,000 bucks for the wave C actually. That's going to be our bear market rally, in my opinion. So it's going to be somewhere around these levels. Squeeze up this 48,500. And once we get a squeeze up to 48,500, people are going to then start seeing a big inverse head and shoulder. And it's going to be very nasty. And it's going to be like, oh my God, inverse head and shoulder, long everything. And if it is bear market, holy fuck, we are fucked actually. This is literally like a big fuck. Kind of a thing. And this is like a bear market. But if you do flip these levels, I do agree that if you form an inverse head and shoulder, I think would be a very nice side. But it's gonna take a lot of time for to form. Yes, the V-shaped recovery is gonna happen. Not like a big V-shaped recovery, but kind of something like this. Maybe a retest of 32,800. But I'm going to long. I already gave my longs, and my orders are set from 17,000. Sorry, but my orders are set from 17,200 till 15,900 bucks. So that's what I've said. I will slightly front run you guys by 200 bucks just in case. I have 30% orders at 17,200, another 30% at 16,500, and the rest of 40% at 15,900. This is what I have. You know. So, ladies and gentlemen, you might think that I am, I have literally gone out of my mind by Adam and Eve pattern formation. But I have seen in the past that the ABC pattern normally, majority of the times, it forms Adam and Eve when we are literally having a big kind of a dump. So the big dump followed by a big bear market rally, take everyone out. Eve will form mostly around golden pocket zone or 786. So let's say if you do get a pump from 15,800 and your top would be somewhere around 32,700, then EV is going to, uh, you know, form somewhere around the golden pocket zone, where the 22,200 to 21,500 will be your supports at some point. And it's gonna accumulate for like few months or maybe days or weeks, and then it's just gonna have a big bullish I would say rally towards 48,000 to 49K E wave. Basically, this can be a very bad. If this is not A, B, and C, this would be bearish. But if you're looking bullish sign, this would be wave one, a big accumulation for like few months for the wave two, and then we go for a 3, 4, and another bullish bull run for 2024, 2025, which takes BTC towards somewhere around the levels of if this irregular expanded flat play out, Rohit, as you mentioned that, then this is going to be the wave one, this is going to be a wave two. We accumulate about $20,000, get one more opportunity to accumulate, and then probably go for 90,000, 100K, a final rally, after which we can have a big bear market. So I think this is going to take some time, but this is how I see, overall the half time frame for BT. Ladies and gentlemen. Um, from the time perspective, I don't know how much time it is gonna take, but maybe sooner or later, whatever, I don't know. But there is a possibility always. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have. Let me just save this there, that in future we can Adam, Eve, retracement, brush, important. That is Adam and Eve is here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what the hard time frame I was talking about for the. This is what I have, guys. Uh, I do think that we have one more wave dump. That dump can either from push towards 21,500 or from 24,000 push this whatever. But the dump, one more wave down is going to happen. If you reject from 21,500, remember that 18K is going to be best buying opportunity for BTC with a tight stop loss, and you should be targeting this. So that is going to be for C here. But remember, if you're going for irregular expanded flat, the C wave can have a fake out, can go for one more wave down like this, and then probably look for a B pump like this, and for the dump like this. So it can just go very, very choppy. Uh, this is a very simple correction that what I'm saying from the theory. But a choppy move can be, a scam dump and a quick pump on the upside towards 24,000, or not even 24,000, but 1:1 extension. We don't sweep this highs probably, but so this is gonna be like this towards just like this, and then probably dump further like this. So this is a very simple correction, but we will see how, as and when the time passes and as and when the PF develops, we will see how we want to play it going forward, guys. So that's all what I have. And so what else are we looking when BTC goes? So first of all, we are looking on Ethereum to buy, definitely, because for the big bounce, and it literally dumped a lot. So I'll be looking for bounce on Ethereum to somewhere in the zone of 2,300 to 2,200 levels. So basically, Ethereum is a must buy when BTC goes to those levels. Few of the alts, just look at the alt perhaps. Alt perhaps I'm expecting around 1,240 to 1,200 bucks levels for alt perhaps. Alt perhaps is still bearish. So I do think that this is moves like B over here, forming like a bearish, bear flag on the alt perhaps. So you need to be very, very, very careful on the alt perhaps. Alt perhaps looks to me like, it just, like going in the bear flag, at the moment. So basically, it can have a small upside, small push like this, like 1738 or something, and then probably dump like this. But that's going to be A, B, and C on a lower time frame, and then probably do something like this again on the highs and dump. So I think 1,200 makes more and more sense. But I would like to see, I would revise the fibs when we get our top. From where we are going to reject is very, very crucial. I think we're not going to go anything above the levels of 1929. So basically, I'm expecting 1,200. So whatever the levels you get from here, 1,200 must buy DeFi. DeFi you should literally buy and you should have in your portfolio. It's going to give you a big bounce. For example, like Aave, you should buy Comp, RSR, Link. Then you should be also looking for, DeFi. You should be looking for buy on 1,382. That's where you should be looking for to buy DeFi. It's gonna, and you want a short. I think short is gonna come along with the BTC, but there is gonna big shorts on the DeFi, in my opinion. So, but the way it is doing like a structure, it's like A, B, and then probably C. I think DeFi is gonna hold these lows for a few maybe it's gonna hold, and probably then we'll be looking for to switch this to the run up towards 3,500. Not gonna go that easily over here, but something like this makes more sense, and then a big dump, So, or maybe this might be the bottom as well. Oh, I'm not sure, but I think at least I'm buying DeFi on this when BTC goes to levels. Or so DeFi is a must buy for you guys. Whatever the DeFi coins, RSR, look for some good projects in the DeFi that can give you a nice. And the projects are alive. They don't have, the liquidity pool is good. They don't have some dead coins, and if those projects are good, you can, you can just basically buy and hold. And the good thing is Celsius is out of the game now. They have literally they cannot be touched now. They have, I don't know how they managed to do it, but they have, brought the liquidation to almost like 2,600 peanuts. We never want to go there. It's we never will go. So now they have a big leverage to play. Probably they borrowed or whatever, I don't know, but they managed to get out of this shit, and they are there in the game. So I think Celsius is really, really, really out of the liquidation game. They're gonna survive. People money are safe. So I think this is a very good sign. Almeida did not save them, but someone saved him, Celsius. So I think they have managed to brought down the liquidation to probably 2,600, which is a very good sign. We never want to go there. The BTC will not go there, those levels, at least in the near future. So I think they are safe now. I think the alt perhaps, this is how you should be. The DeFi, this is how you should be looking. Alt perhaps also similarly, you should be looking for one more push up and then down, guys. So just be careful if you're just FOMOing also when it goes to 1730 or 1740 levels. Just don't be FOMO at those levels. Okay. Now, I think the BTC dominance will pump. So don't short BTC dominance. If you're short, hedge it. This is how I see. DeFi is a must. Maybe metaverse coins you should also be looking to buy. Mana, Sand, CHR, CHZ, a bit something, and also AXS as well. So these are the few coins that you should buy. And then from the L1 perspective, you should definitely buy, some L1 coins like Solana, must buy. Avalanche also must buy. You can put like 5%, 5%, 5% in each coins probably. Just remember, your majority of the portfolio should be BTC, like 30% BTC and 70% alts. So majority, if you're putting 5%, 5% or 2% in a few of the alts, but the majority out of the 100%, the majority should be in one coin, which should be BTC, like 30%. So that's how you should play. My majority of the portfolio would be around 40%, 50% would be BTC. Why? Because I do think that BTC dominance is going to have a good time going forward, but not in the near time, because BTC dominance will be very, very, very bullish once it sweeps the lows of 34%. So we don't sweep, we are not bullish. So that is going to be the reverse in my opinion. So I think this is what I have for the crypto market in general, gold and S&P 500, guys. I will update you as soon as the market or I see any changes in the scenarios. This is my to sum it up. This is my scenario number 2 for the BTC. The first scenario is a triangle scenario where I expect BTC to hold the levels of 19,600 and pump it back to 23,000 bucks non-stop, 23,000, and then probably dump. That is the very, very, very bullish scenario. The bearish scenario is the dump, as I mentioned. Lose 90,600 and probably we're just going to dump to 18,000 bucks and can even go to 15,500 from here itself. So that's what I have, guys. And thank you so much for joining. If you like to support, do trade on the Bybit using my referral link. And thank you.